I think we should be expecting another amazing encounter between Syria and Malaysia to step up betterment happen in that great moment. So that is still the game as we put it out here for observation, which still insinuate and show us life happens to be what we got in that aspect. But obviously, taking on the game shortly, it is going to be a more serene and fair play this time around as the game was shifted. So let's take it up and see where to land the game right away. So we are still expecting Syria to be at the top. This way we could really understand without underestimating the effort of the Syrians against the Malaysians. With that done, that is Malaysia. And that is it. We take the game from this angle and see where it is navigating to know if we are getting to a competitive here. So let's see what happens here as Malaysia takes on. Malaysia takes on Syria in this encounter where we have expected since time and it didn't happen that way. So guys, let's take it here and see what happens next because right now Syria are waiting for Madja to demolish them if at all they will have the firepower, they will have the terrorists. We have already seen the analysis of this being seen during the day and formidable for them to grab it all. That is why we take it from here and waiting. So here we got Peter Tigba at 34 minutes as the gears toward the end of first half, while we are looking for Malaysia to be up for grabs with the potentiality that we take it up from there right away with the game already predicting to be underway. And it is underway here. We haven't gotten any line as we place 4 minutes of game time between Malaysia and Syria. That is really 5 minutes of game time, guys. We have 5 minutes of game time that is here. Formidable, looking fantastic, and we look for that to be a way forward about the game takeoff. as Malaysia plays 7 minutes of game time. We are still looking forward to get it all done in one position. It will have been a game where we have a lot of statistics, we have a lot of play. And it's Peter Tiva moving on toward the end of their game for the first half. And really another ball game for them to see it off by this time. We're not really seeing Malaysia standing opportunity to slice up any other opportunity to slice up Syria and will be a better chance for them to make things look better and see it safe from all scenarios in every angle with the key fixtures at hand. Looking for the statistics as Peter Tigba are not leaving any stone unturned as well. That is also a nice fixture where we can see every cutting razor, every aspect. With that, we can also see if Malaysia are going to get it done by themselves. Oh, let's go, both teams. Peter Mekabi Tativa is looking for equalization. Sonpi Damang Mekabi Tativa is looking for equalization at the spot. That things are hard on their own end because right now they couldn't get it done anywhere near closer to the opening session, but I think they are going to do it, and they are going to do it big time. That will only happen when we get it done. A close range in a back encounter. So if Syria here are taking it to the next level, at least we should be able to see the encounter as it unveils in a serene atmosphere as we expected it to come 4 hours before, and it didn't come at the right time. So right now it was shifted to this venue, to this time. So we should be able to have the clear details of the game as we move on to the end. Because now it's supposed to be the game. Yashio, hello, that's 10 minutes of game time. This is just a replica of a preparation towards the Asian Cup that comes in few days. And with Asian Cup, we should be able to give it all in all three that we need for betterment of all the teams and all the fans as we are still keeping the candle burning for the betterment. So let's see Peter Tigba on the other end plays 1-1 off and on target and one corner kicks all throughout one, but they dominate at 68 ball position. Why they still plays halfway at 32% ball position with 2 tries on target, 3 tries off target, and 2 corner kicks. So that alone is a long way for us to go. Joel Amara, hello. Score is 0-0. Joel, score is 0-0. We are still seeing it at 0-0. Okay. So we see Malaysia to be the better team on paper, and that is what you're looking on there. Why Hapwet Emekabi Petiva and Hapwet Hefa are still battling at the verge of 41 minutes with 4 more minutes to go to the end of their game. So if we actually with Syria at this point, it is as a result of a match fixtures that have always been its kind. So pertaining to that, you can clearly see everything that comes in to be a Malaysian game, to be a Malaysia fixture, all around moving toward the right path. So we should be expecting a game where everything will flow in with Syria still taking on with Syria versus Malaysia still taking on a 13 minutes. With that 13 minutes gone, we have a lot. Joy score Amara versus 1-1 0-0 draw. As it stands, the game Syria versus Malaysia update coverage. We see information, score, and result online as we create with every information. Emotion in the sport emotions here. The for that for fans' passion and drives athletes. Each match is with her and worldwide traditions of feelings. The joy of watching football, the tension in crucial moments when it's already ending. That's what we envisage and bring forth all the statistics in one round. So one more round, set up or update, and we see everything that happens between Malaysia here as we kick off the game. The latest, the last few games, we saw Malaysia team pressure a varied performance with it. That is Peter Tigva running up and looking for finishing touches. CIA vlogs, goal Darren Coke. There is no goal yet in the most recent clash on November 21st, 2023. They beat China Taipei to 1-0. Previously, they drew 1-1 draw with China and 2-2 with Syria. That is Malaysia, right? They drew their last match 2-2 with Syria in September of the same year. At the beginning of 2023, however, it faced difficulties suffering 3-0 defeats to Thailand and Vietnam and achieved a 1-0 victory over Myanmar in December 2022. So in the international context, it won Thailand 2-1 and Turkmenistan 3-1. So Malaysia is not that easy. Far below, Malaysia is not that easy to break as they have many wins in their hands. As they won Thailand 2-1, Turkmenistan 3-1, but they drew 2-2 with Singapore and lost 2-0 to the Philippines in March 2022. Although there have been ups and downs in recent results, the Malaysian team demonstrated winning capabilities but also faced significant challenges against national and regional opponents. Have Paletao say it's 16 minutes of game time and we are still watching the Syria acting as principal. We have already observed the status quo of Malaysia, so let's get to observe the status quo of Syria in this game. As we see in many sides, they said final result only. So from here, we are going to be able to take it as final result only is there for most inquiry take on Petatigba with 2 minutes of injury time into the first half. We have quite Hesar. So let's See what Hefa will be able to do as we play Mana video. Video not have a day life. Anep Selo, how are you? Tigo, we don't have video, guys. There is no video for this. Even many site live is only after the game. So please like the live, share the live out. Like the live and share the live out while we take on Syria analysis. Like the live, please thumb up for the live. Like the live, share, subscribe, share, like. Thank you, Seifo Azza. Thank you for liking. Thank you for sharing. So we see Syria here. National football team has faced a challenging period in its last 10 games, as we could see it. But what is fruitful is that in those 10 past 10 matches, the team had ups and downs with fine result and admit three crucial victories over North Korea 1 goal to 0, Thailand 3 goals to 1, and Oman 1 goal to 0 as well. The team also experienced difficulties suffering narrow defeat to Kuwait 1 goal to 2, Bahrain 1 goal to 0, and Belarus 1 goal to 0. So we could still see, furthermore, there were draws against Kyrgyzstan 1-1 and Malaysia 2-2. The most challenging game was against Japan, resulting in a 5 goals to 0 defeat. So we were able to get that done as we see more value in Malaysia than in Syria, but we wait for Syria to prove us wrong as they managed to play out a draw game with Malaysia in their most recent match, while we placed first half with Maccabi Petah Tikva and Hapoel Eva, as they will be resuming in 15 minutes time for Petah Tikva to take on the responsibility and fight for equalization. Right now, we could only see Syria as being better team on paper, but it's not the case. This result reflects an irregular performance, with the Syrian team struggling to maintain a consistency of victories. They showed the ability to beat difficult opponents, but they also had difficulties consolidating those victories. The team faced opponents of different levels, demonstrating potential, but also a need uh, for greater stability and efficiency to deal with stronger teams. The search for more consistency and a more solid game can be crucial to the team's future success. So that should be already 20 minutes of game time. Real or not? Real. Who leading the game? Actually, Malaysia is leading. NH Malaysia is leading, but Syria has a very good defense line that is unbreakable. Syria has a very good defense line that looks unbreakable. So that is why we are still at that level where we are looking for a Syrian match to be one of the key matches for us to grow, take an experience from there, and get it up to the limelight of experience. With that done, we can be able to get to that stage. Okay. So we are going to get it all in one place with already Malaysia playing 1 goal to 0. That is at least enough effort for them to be at that level and bring forth more challenges for us to counteract and see it on them. So let's see the way out for this game fixture. as we bring in more understanding and more talent.
So what did
Looking
you do with
forward,
your own close friend? What did you do with your own close friend? Noella?
that should be an example of what we can get from different squad to better our story by stepping up the game for Malaysia as we take it up real or not real. So if we are still looking at the statistics
You know
at
this
this
thing?
point, we should know we are playing already
You don't know this thing?
22 minutes of game
Why
time.
am going to tell me later?
With 22 minutes of game time, we have it all in our hands. I'm looking for the tally, looking for the way forward to make her for the sun to shine. So that we can
You
get
don't
an
know this
idea
thing?
of where we are
That
heading
because
to.
of that, you will now go for service,
So that we
if
can
you
get
think
an
you're doing
idea of
only
what
for
is
fun, you
happening.
are picking and remove all your clothes and empty that. I think if you don't touch me,
But
I think
now
you blow
we are
me
getting up and going further
what
with the
you
effort
blow
of
before they
Syria
take it.
being put in.
You promote
So let's see
you
how Syria are going
are the
to
close of us.
be enthusiastic in
You're
this
my
game.
friend,
Let's see how
you
Syria are going
try
to
and
be
thank me later.
formidable in this game because it is this game that we have already played 23 minutes. Upper Jeff, hello, how are you, Castilma? Actually, we are getting just the statistics. Muzami Tarudin, hello. That is the game stage, guys. As we move it from this angle, we are also expecting every happening to be up and to look for the exactitude and the timeline at which every happening takes place for us to be able to go into the encounter and excel in another position. So the basics complex, that is the stadium where the game is taking place at the basics complex. That is probably known as the TBC. That's probably known as the TBC. That's where the game is taking place. And from there, we take everything that concerns Sport, Qatar
See, I
Sport
never know.
Complex, because that is the venue. That's the venue where many things have been happening
No.
with the statistics up in the hands,
Mm-hmm.
waiting for grabbing. So if we get it from there, we can still be able to keep every penny and every
Do
angle
you
of the
one more
game
job for
serene
customer service?
and look for it with that aspect
Since Sunday, the
in the
evening,
game to come into display.
perfect.
So that is why we keep moving and
Again,
seeing Syria at 25-minute manner live. Yes, live is on and we are playing already 25 minutes. Within 25 minutes,
so you come up
we
for
are
it.
also going to see the
Like I
end
say,
of,
no, you can't just
within
open the
20
door.
minutes, we are going to see the
You
end of
don't ask me
first
question.
half between Syria
Who for
and
come up?
Malaysia.
This kind they ever
Syria
happen.
and Malaysia are going to see the end of first half. From there, we are going to emerge in the next stage after 15 minutes, where we are going to definitely see the goal scorer or a winning a winning team comes in to take in the possibilities in our hands. So let's wait and see what is going to happen. Because we are going to take it from there and bring it to you live with a lot in our hands. So it is still a game where we have seen much happenings coming in with a lot and a lot, notwithstanding the fact that we already have key fixtures like other friendlies, same as Syria and Malaysia are preparing for the Asian Cup. That is the same way we prepare for African Cup of Nations. That's the same way we are seeing. That's the same way we are seeing The Israelite Premier League comes into effect in 4 minutes time between Petah Tikva and the Upward Heifer. So as I was saying concerning Syria, as I was saying, Qatar is the sports city as they hold it as uh, the basis complex in Qatar, where every team have been placed history in the confrontation. In recent clashes between Syria and Malaysia, the competition has been fierce. The last clash in September 2023 resulted in a 2 goals to 2 draw. Previously, Syria had won 2 goals to 1 in August 2017 and 3 goals in November 2014. However, in December 2009, Malaysia emerged victorious with a more impressive score of 4 goals to 1. These clashes show a history of balanced matches, with both teams achieving positive results over time. So if Syria have been this formidable, they should be able to get the job done. They should be able to get the job done. So that if they get the job done, they will prove need 3 more goals. Okay. Need 3 more goals from Hapoel Hefa or from Petah Tikva. So how do you get to Malaysia? How did Malaysia get here? We still get it. The Malaysian national team has had a mixed result in their performance in the recent games. On November 21st, 2023, they triumphed over China Taipei 1 goal to 0 after beating Kyrgyzstan 3 goals, Kyrgyzstan 4 goals to 3. That was a great demolition. On November 16th, however, on 17th October, they faced a 2 goals to 0 defeat with Tajikistan and drew 0-0 against India on 13th of November. In September, they drew 1-1 with China and 2-2 with Syria. In previous clashes, Malaysia won significant victories, beating Papua New Guinea and Papua New Guinea by 10 goals to 0. Malaysia have recorded one of the most triumphs in their history. That was Papua Guinea thrashing of 10 goals to 0 demolition Solomon Islands by 4 goals to 1, Hong Kong by 2 goals to 0, and Turkmenistan by 1 goal to 0. So this margin alone of 10 goals to 0 against Papua New Guinea have indicate and proven Malaysia as the most significant team that has the firepower and have the territory, that have the status combat to combat him. So if they can be able to do it, they're going to get the result here. While despite some fluctuations in result, Malaysian team demonstrated skill and capacity to win victory expressive rise. So how does it get to the Syria? How does it get to Syria? How did Syria get here? The Syria national football team has faced a number of challenges in its most recent games in the last 10 clashes. They have been meandering, they have been facing challenges to left and right, bending, and that is the way forward for Syria until they got to this point. So you will be asking, is Syria part of the favorite team to win the Asian Cup? And I will be telling you, we have long analyzed the favorite team to win the uh, we have long analyzed the favorite team to win the Asian Cup, and Israel, Iran is one of them. Syria is not. So from there, we can have the idea on what awaits both teams to excel to the free life. Life free. Yes, Fauzia, my channel. When we get it up, we are going to see what is going to happen. We are going to see what's going to happen as we come on. So we are seeing it as a major sport is here for something else. As we see 29 minutes of game time, haven't been sharing with you that we got it all on ground with the statistics and the status quo of the performance of Syria over Malaysia. Malaysia didn't leave any stone unturned to see how they can get to this point as time, but they were still trying their best to see that they could get here on the better note, and we are helping them to arrive here while we see Peter Tigva to take it up soon. So if we are finding out at that margin, penalty carrier Safwan, shout out to you. Rahman, shout out to you. So the Syrian national football team has faced a lot of challenges, as I was telling you. You guys, they have been moving like a snail. They have been moving like a snail before getting to this point where we have seen them. So they have tried their possible best to navigate their path and bring forth the resolution to this point where we are right now as we begin the game for other international friendlies game that's on our table. So if we are looking at Syria to be the favorite, we are not wrong because they have proven some instances where things have been up for them. We take on the Tigva and Apoy to the next half and see what is going to happen as they are taking on their second half game to see it to the end. While Senegal and Niger are on the other end looking formidable, looking fantastic as we see them have started the Dolai Wadi for this encounter that is going to entertain all fans. So let's see it happen. We already got it all in one cutting razor in one full match as it could still lead to that life of a life where we got all very terrible. So that is Malaysia as we are still moving on. We move on with Malaysia to really testify if the game is coming to uh, happen. And when it comes to happening, guys, we are telling you the game is ongoing. Okay, the game is ongoing, and when the game is ongoing, we bring to you live to let you know that it is ongoing. For Petativa, you see it at 50 minutes as they plays on, while Niger vs Senegal is another target affair as we prepare for the uh, African Cup of Nations in our hands. Looking forward to bring in a lot of offshore as we have it on ground. So that is another ball game for us. Looking at how interesting the game have been. Malaysia plays 30 minutes with a cup return at. So let's see how we are turning around to see Senegal pull up their medals and spare no rod for demolition of Niger. But it is not as you guys think. You see, it is not as you are expecting. When I talk of demolition, you shouldn't just think as if Senegal are going to be that favorite. They are going to emerge victorious with everything that comes across the line. That is not the case. It's going to be a little bit difficult for Senegal to see off Niger in this encounter because Niger also are not that easy to break. They are not that easy to break, so we should all know that. That is the Israelite Premier League on the other hand, taking on with that great Mali. If we can see other end with already Niger and Senegal, and we will be sharing with you the lineup of what is happening, how both teams have worked majestically in here with that lineup, and we can then get it and tell you someone scored. There is no score yet. There is no score yet. If there was score, we would have seen it here. Ozil was scored, we will have seen it here. There is no score yet. Okay, we are still warming it out for the clearance. Why Senegal plays already 5 minutes with Niger, and that is a getting reason where we have seen another interesting aspect. If Senegal are taking Niger with a full formation, with a football formation as a lineup, at this point where they plays 5 minutes with 3-4-1-2, with 3-4-1-2. When we see Diallo, Sal, Diaye, Nyakate, Kamara, Gueye, Koulibaly, Diata, Jacobs, Diallo, Mendy, all cooked out, then we are going to equally see Niger with a cutting razor of 3-5-2 formidable formation. With 3-5-2 formidable formation, it is really understandable that they can keep it at that end with Musa, Umaru, as the attacker, Gaba, Musa, Garu, Hassan, Kake, Salifu, Yakubu, Mo, Momuni, and Henikoyo. Those are the key stars that are taking on Senegal and Niger. Without leaving any stone unturned, we can still see that the game is unveiling in the start where there is just 6 minutes of game time. And with 6 minutes of game time, we are able to see that uh, share link, live please. More Fred, there is no live. Other website are even showing result to be after live. So we are even fortunate to get it at this point where we are running the show with the time of the game running with us. Z, boring match. Thank you, Ozil. It's not for everyone. Okay? It's not for everyone. So it's a choice. Danielo, it's a choice. Okay? So that is the game as we see Syria as they have gotten up to this point. Why Senegal are still making hair for the sun to shine with Niger at the other end. That is the way forward to really make sure Syria, Malaysia see the end of this game. The first 45 minutes will come to an end in less than 10 minutes. And for that to come, we may likely see uh, first deadlock being broken either by Syria or by Malaysia. By then, we'll have what to say. Why we see the Premier League between Petah Tikva and Apo Haifa still boiling on with smooth affair. Who will win? Senegal is going to emerge victorious. Senegal is going to emerge victorious, but we should not see what has happened in the Botswana Mozambique match, because that match we couldn't find something interesting in it because uh, we were told that every team is being careful not to incur injury so that they could prevent their player from playing out in the African Cup of Nations coming in few days in Ivory Coast. So that is why Uh, Mozambique was very relaxed. They were very relaxed and they couldn't put in more effort to see that they slid around. Ivory Coast will win AFCON. Ozil, that is good prediction. We have already a video for that. So let's see Malaysia, Johnny Opondo, welcome. So with that at hand, we already noticed that it can be a game at that point where we have gotten the matter on ground and ready to share with you with all the showpiece, standing the chance to take the challenge to the next level of concentration. Notwithstanding that Malaysia were able to still be formidable up to that extent where we saw them trying to go past uh, Syria. We have already listened to the previous happening, Syria and Malaysia. We have already listened to their previous happening. As we place now, they are still very keen and active, waiting for the least and the latest opportunity to break the deadlock against each other, and that will be all. We are going to be facing challenges to get equalization as we move on. So, Yemen is true match. Of course, it's true match. It's true match. So, guys, I apologize. It's not my fault that the match is not being broadcasted, but I try my best for fans who are looking for information to bring you this little so that we can share and get a clue of what is happening, because you go to many websites you cannot get this game. There is showing result is after the match. When result is after the match, then we see how things happens to be other ways around. We have analyzed and we see the better team on paper to be Malaysia. But Malaysia, it doesn't mean that it is a standpoint. It doesn't mean that it is 100% guaranteed. Syria can still do it past Malaysia. It is certain Syria can still do it past Malaysia. So that is the reason why we take the game to this level where we see Senegal, Niger playing already 11 minutes. If we can look clearly at previous head-to-head, previous matches of Senegal and Niger, we are going to notice that uh, Malaysia 2 goals to 1 Syria. Guinea, let's see. We are going to notice that Senegal met with Algeria and Algeria won them 1 goal to 0. Senegal met with Cameroon and beat Cameroon 1 goal to 0. Senegal met with Senegal met with Zimbabwe. I have a bet if who is kidding? Who is kidding here? Ozil is kidding. Ozil is kidding. I have a bet if there is 2 goals in this match, I win 4K. Uh, so I need 2 goals. Of course, they will be 2 goals. The match being closed by Football Malaysia Association, so one know what happened in the match was also the match. Aru Daraka, and that is the win for 4K. Mamat, I would like to see you win 4K. So let's see what's happening between the game as it plays 12 minutes between Senegal and Niger. Senegal and Niger are still warming up as we were analyzing. Senegal also met with Togo and plays out a draw. That is their last 4 matches. Niger met with Tanzania and plays out a lose to Tanzania 1 goal to 0. Niger also lose to Uganda 2 goals to 0. Niger lose to Tanzania again 1 goal to 0. Niger won Zambia 2 goals to 1. So out of 4 previous encounter of Senegal, Senegal were able to win 2, draw 1, lose 1. While Niger were able to win 1 and lose 3. So Senegal is the better team on paper, and we are backing Senegal to run riot on Niger. Okay, should be a rioting. On 1-1, hello, Senegal going to win. Yes, Senegal is going to win because they are formidable. That is why we see them at this point where they are fighting so hard, as we see early substitution in the hands of uh, Niger. Niger got an early substitution here. It will be good to see that a game is being copied from Iran. If anybody watch Iran match, 11 players were substituted plus the keeper. So all the 11 players were substituted plus the keeper. That is a goal. Syria just scored. Syria have scored against Malaysia before 41 minutes. Syria just scored against Malaysia. Syria scored against Malaysia, and we got it from there. Moving forward to see what will happen with the game fixture being in our hands. If Syria can score against Malaysia, then it is really taking another step. That will be a defeating match for Syria to maybe challenge Malaysia in this one, because last they placed a 1-1 draw. They placed a 2-2 draw, pardon. So that is one goal already at 36 minutes of game time, revealing Syria to be up, having the upper hand, as we see the first substitution of yes, come on, we are on and we are going. We are on and we are going. So we could see it at 4:36 minutes as it is reconnecting to see how they can keep the clean sheet, how they can keep every aspect of the match. So if Niger started substitution within the first 15 minutes of the game, that means they have ambitions. They have some interesting info and interesting game to unveil to the end. So let's take it from now, as they are taking in with Senegal not just for granted but for business, and the business is not really a very strong business we can see. That is why we still get the game here moving forward with a little bit of effort being put in just to avoid anything that might be injury. Why we see the Israeli Premier League in the hands of Petah Tikva. Haifa is leading Petah Tikva with already 2 goals to 0 at 63 minutes, when we saw 55 minutes of Liran Seda. Why Petah Tikva are losing. They also go down for the first book down by Lorenzo Beramati, 58 minutes yellow card. Why we see the first yellow card was given to Petativa. Petativa have already received 3 yellow card. Why Poet Hefa got 1 yellow card. If Petativa cares not yet when they are going to go down for a red card before the end of their game. So that is the game for us, guys. 2 goals to 0. Syria is running red riot. 36 minutes. Yes, Syria 1, Malaysia 0. 36 minutes, Syria 1, Malaysia 0. And here at 41 minutes, 43 minutes, we see Madikian 30. Madikian scored the first. Yasin Samia scored the second goal. Madikian first goal. Yasin Samia second goal. That is helping smash Malaysia down with 2 goals to 0. Samia goes up and we see multiple tries. I told you Syria dominating Malaysia at a very high ball position here is a significant. Syria Ozil, you are cashing out, right? You are cashing out Ozil. 2 goals to 0 at this point. Friendly kit, China. So Azan Aziz, 2 goals to 0. That is it as we see why Israeli Premier League continues in that aspect to unveil. We see 18 minutes of game went to 20 minutes between Niger. If Senegal Niger that style they have been before, we should be able to see already the substitution that happened a minute in the hands of Dodo goes Majid goes out. That was because of injury. As we earlier I marked the lineup to be somewhere 3-4-1-2 in favor of Senegal and 2-5-2 for Niger. So Malaysian fans wake Malaysian up to we need a comeback from Malaysia to stand challenge Syria. Let them play out because it's already gearing toward the first half. We are playing 47 minutes, and very soon we are going to see the final whistle of this game for the first half break to come to display. Why we are still waiting for Senegal to make hay for the sunshine. When it happens at that point, we are still waiting for it. At 20 minutes, we have 25 more minutes to go. Then just attack by Senegal. So right here, guys, we can see Senegal here having the key players: Iman Diaye, Habib Diallo, Ismail Sarr, Kripin Diatta, Pape Gueye, Lamine Camara, Musa Niakate, Abdou Diallo, Ismail Jacobs, Khalidou Koulibaly, Edouard Mendy. While we look at the bench substitute, we see Mori Diaw, Abdoulaye Jaye, Fode Balo Toure, Abdoulaye Seck, Fons Mendy, Yusuf Sabali, Chico Koyate, Idrissa Gueye, Napalis Mendy, Pape Mata Sal, Ismail Sis, Sadio Mane, Abdallah Sima, Nicholas Jackson. So uh, even even Sadio Mane is in the bench as a substitute. So are not just putting much effort in this game. It is a Kage affair. Nobody takes this international friendly serious because more interesting tournament coming up that we are going to put in. So we'll be waiting to see what will happen. Amir, which app you uses? I use this website. You guys, Malaysia, I use this website, Muhammad Arawal. So we should be able to see the second goal or the third goal of Syria at this point because we have already seen that two friendlies as we Syria goes with two players, Magikian and Yassin Samia being the two goal scorer of Syria. With that, we are waiting to also see if a player will sort and on up for a break, talk less of a hat, which is what we want. Why Senegal here? We have listed their players and substitute. Let's look at Niger. Niger have a 5-2 formidable formation. Yusuf Musa, uh, Babaka, Gome, Karkuri, Majid, Umaru, Mumini, Yakubu, Habib Hassani Abdu Gaba, Salifu Masudi, Abi Bole, Hanikul, and we see Niger here with Zaki Bado, manager. Likewise, Aliou Cisse with their substitute Karim Dodo, Isaka Umaru, Naim Van Antahoven, Salim Abubakar, Cairo Mustafa, Amadu Wakaye, Isa Abdullahi Salu, Dania Sosa, Zachary Junior Lambo, Osmane Umaru Masu. So with these players, we can see that the best players are on the bench. They are not even featuring. The best players are on the bench and they are going to be substituted maybe in the second half going to finish. Same with Syria. That is first half have been put into place. And if we can look at Syria here properly, we are going to discover that Syria has been formidable with everything that has happened. Syria has dominated throughout the first half against Malaysia, and they were able to take the sword and put via Malaysia because the two most recent encounter we saw Syria demolish Malaysia 3 goals to 0. Syria again plays Malaysia 2-2 draw, and this will be another win for Syria. So guys, who betted for Syria? Can I see who betted for Syria? Who betted for Syria? Syria Dalchu, yeah, both. Who betted for Syria? Can I see? Is there anybody who betted for Syria? So that is what I told you guys. Not all website have full update. Some website do not have complete updates. Some are having one goal for Syria and some are having two. So maybe some will even be having zero and some will be having one. That is an injury that need medical assistance, guys. At 26 minutes, we are having 20 more minutes to go to see the end of Senegal versus Niger as we pull up the medals to show the differentiation, to show how integrated and how powerful both teams looks to be. It's not a matter of being powerful. It's just the matter of giving in just what is being needed at that time where we need it most to take the next level with 2-0 against Maccabi Petah Tikva. A poet Hefa plays low ball position, but they're still looking formidable. So let's get it on. Amir Rough, Yon Samba, I couldn't understand Amir Crouch. Obviously, 5 goals to 0 Indonesia. Okay, boss, it is possible. Okay, boss, it is possible. 5 goals to 0 in this encounter is possible. It can happen because right now we saw first goal of Syria coming at what time? First goal of Syria was at 15 minutes with Magician, and second goal came in at. So take for instance, if they all plays like this in the second half, obviously they are going to see more goals in the second half if they maintain that firepower. If they maintain that composure, they are going to. That is one goal. Malaysia have started the game and Malaysia have started equalization. Both teams score possible. Yes, they have already scored. Malaysia have scored one goal here at 50 minutes of time. Malaysia have scored in time. That is to know, and we see Senegal are still warming up with little bit of being put in their hands. So, guys, the game have started back, and we see Malaysia have started with a goal against Syria. That is, they are looking for a comeback. The score minute same. Yeah, that is it, Sanjeev. 15 and 43. Yes, and now we see the second goal. We see the third goal, which happens to be the first goal of Malaysia at 50 minutes. Exactly 50 minutes of game time. We could see that goal coming in with a lot of enthusiasm. That's a yellow card for Niger. Niger have got a book down. Niger just got some book down here, and that happens to be the second book down. Happens to be the second book down. That means we are still not ready for this match. They are already playing 30 minutes of game time. A lot of injury, a lot of yellow cards, a lot of everything. This is what both teams are avoiding. That is why key players like Sadio Mane are not in the stadium. They are avoiding injury by all possibilities. So they are avoiding injury. That is why they are not in. So we should be able to see the era where matches are free, pitches free of injury. Because when injury happens, we see punishment with yellow card and obviously red card, which shatters the dream of many players. So let's see, Malaysia are coming back, score 2 goals to one against Malaysia at 53 minutes. That is a whole lot of Terry. That's a whole lot of distance for Malaysia taking it to that level. Malaysia to have lifted themselves toward that direction. So let's see what is happening here. Senegal are still to break the deadlock against Niger. They are also are looking to break the deadlock against Senegal. That will be. We see some substitution here for Peter. Peter Tiva have started their substitution line happening. It on ground and looking for formation that will gear up information with Malaysia ready to give to us back to back with 2 goals to one. We waited in the hands of Malaysia as they have really rewrite their wrong and ready to give it back to back to Syria. So that should not be underestimated as the effort is concerned. Because if it's underestimated, we'll be seeing something dramatic. Could be seeing something in the midst of a chaos. So, Neon, I mean, thank you for being there. Thank you for being there. Let's see what happens here as both teams for success. Both teams ground, both teams battle position to make hair for the sun. That is not leaving any stone unturned to make sure they move up. See Senegal here, first card, yellow card. Niger with the first yellow card at 29 minutes to Yusuf Musa. Yusuf Musa goes for a book down. Yusuf Musa goes for a book down, and we could still see it. Yusuf Musa goes for a book down, and that seems to be the first yellow card of this game. coming in at this point seems to be formidable, seems to be fantastic. Uh, the way, yes, goal. We got here against. So let's see what happens. The game start here. 2 goals to 1. Yes, though 2 goals to 1 is the scoreline margin. 2 goals to 1 is the scoreline margin against Malaysia. Syria is trashing Malaysia. While we see Petatikva still moving closer to the end of the game. 10 minutes to come. Why Senegal in a dangerous attack here, looking for that first goal that will coming anytime soon. Senegal looking for that first goal. It is still a dangerous attack as we move on. That was the case. We have seen it long time ago happening again and again. But since we haven't seen it, because we are still warming it up and looking for the statistics and looking for a sphere where it has to have some standing before we can share with you guys. It is really a show for Senegal, but Senegal are not making hair for the sun to shine. They may likely play this at the end to see Niger winning Senegal, but it's still going to be okay because they don't really need, they don't actually need the win, don't actually need the win. One day I will have gone to unveil and program themselves. So Malaysia goal here is the ultimate, guys. We have seen it all
Yes.
as Malaysia could do it
I'll reach you.
with 50-minute goal. So we are consolation by Ayak Rashid. We got Malaysia by Ayak Rashid, equalizing Madikian goal. Now it's Yassim Samia goal of Syria that is left for equalization. At this point, we are waiting for it and we are looking for every details that pertain to the game to see what is up for grab so that we can know we are still turning around the game to be at the same pace. So let's go, guys. We are going toward the end, and that will be a Senegal match, Niger, and then we should be able to understand the status at which they can. If not, there will be no game. There will be no game at all. We are gearing toward the first half break for Senegal as Niger in few minutes as we place that means we have 6 more minutes to go. 6 more minutes to go to the end of first half. 6 good teams to see themselves at that level that they can do and can do more better. With all the fixtures at hand, we still see with their recent performances. We did explain very well. We did explain very well that Syria, before they got to this point, they have gone through thick, thin to arrive at this point. Syria have gone through thick and thin to arrive at this point. So to get to this point, it's not just a joke. It's a whole lot of work. So it is Malaysia that have recorded margins before getting one. We saw them demolishing Papua with 10 goals to 0. Old match, you guys watching now better sleep. There is no old match, man. Who told you it's old match? Now real 2 goals to 1. A video 2 goal 1 against Malaysia. Who told you it's old match? There's no old match. This is one match. This is a live coverage of Syria Malaysia currency. Now real score is 2 goals to 1. Syria is leading Malaysia with 2 goals to 1. Football legend, hello, how are you? Syria is leading Malaysia with 2 goals to 1. Okay. Why we see Senegal still pending with Niger here as we look forward to see how they are going to start their substitution to bring in key legends that are going to make it hard for the country. If we have Malaysia at 62 minutes, we have 28 minutes to see the end of this game. In 28 more minutes, we should be able to see the end and not leaving out the Israelite Premier League between Petah Tikva and Hapoel Haifa, whom Hapoel Haifa have dominated even at position. Manzura, hello, how are you? So Malaysia is still winning and they are on the verge of coming back. We are going to see a Malaysia comeback, and after a Malaysia comeback with a consolation, we are probably going to see a goal. We're probably going to see a goal. And that is where we are going to take it and compare with the recent happenings. Although Syria have always been tough and more significant than Malaysia, we know it. But today it might be something else. We don't know how it's going to look like, but we know it's going to be something else. Why we place 41 minutes between Senegal and Niger. With this 41 minutes between Senegal and Niger, we have only one substitution for Niger, and by 15 minutes, and the one yellow card at 29 minutes for Niger. While Senegal is still to make a move, either toward substitution or getting effort or conceding from Niger. So both ways, it's okay. Whatever way it comes in, it's okay. The problem is big players, key players are being protected. Replay 2023. Actually, you are distracting people, not boss. Who says replay? There is no replay. 84 Malaysia will score the goal. Wait and see. I will wait and see. I will even post your comment. That is your comment. 84 Malaysia will score. Okay. Let's see if at 84 Malaysia is going to score. We are waiting. We wait to see that comment. That is your comment on the chat. Let's wait and see if Malaysia. I know the game you are talking about, okay? I know the game you are talking about. The game you are talking about, Malaysia won 3 goals. Syria won 3 goals to 0, not 3 goals to 1. This is already taking different direction. The game you are talking about is 3 goals to 0 in favor of Syria, not 3 goals to 1. So you are already off. What you are saying, you are already off. Okay, it was 3 goals to. The score is 2 goals to 1 against Malaysia uh in favor of Syria. This is not replay. Who told you this is replay? Zibwata, 82 minutes, 2 goals to 1. We are playing here at 65 minutes. First goal at 15 minutes, second goal at 43 minutes, and Malaysia goal comes in at 50 minutes. So that's what you need to know. Okay, 87 minutes 2-2. Let's see. Score now is Syria 3, Malaysia 3. Who told you? From where? From which side? Where are you getting your own information? Let me know where you are getting your own information. Maybe you are the one watching replay. Safwan Arif, there's no replay. Okay, so we get it here with injury between Senegal versus Niger at 42 minutes. An injury that have taken a lot of time. That means we are also going to have a lot of time to get into the injury time because Malaysia are also heading on with Syria. So let's see what happens between Senegal and Niger as we see them off. They are still warming up. Why, Aria Lima, hello, how are you? Let's see what happens as the game continue to unveil at that point where we play 90-minute game time. 90 minutes of game time between Petah Tikva and they are left with injury time to go. While we see the injury persists, the injury for Senegal persists, that medical attention. This is what many teams are avoiding. Because of this, many of these key players are being kept aside not to risk themselves in any of this injury crisis. That is why they are being kept aside not to risk themselves in any of this. If you are up to understand what the African Nation Cup is or the Asian Cup is, know what it means by to bring a player out his chance here because it is a means of dashing chance. Malaysia 3 also included in the list. This is a replay. Both of you as who as a player of Malaysia or player of Syria. After this Darren Lock we score. And who scored the first goal? And who scored the second goal? Who scored for Malaysia? Can you share with us? Quengano Premier League. So let's see what we have here as Senegal are still persisting with Niger with 4 minutes of injury time. The first half whistle. Go to the first half whistle. Amazing to have them at that point. La Ponso, then the Los Carros. We are waiting for the final whistle to come in within 1 minute to Efa scored 3 goals against at the one this team until I go pitching. Yeah. Okay. Say corner kick, 5 corner kick against 5 corner kick. 5 corner kick against 5 corners for Betativa and Hefat, but nothing to show for as we end their game here. That's the end for them. So guys, at this point, we take it as dangerous attack. Senegal want to break the first deadlock against against Niger. Niger and protecting themselves in the hands of first goal. That is the second goal. You said Malaysia will score the goal. Wait and see at 94 minutes. At 84 minutes, Malaysia have scored now, and at 70 minutes, that is 2 goals to 2, right? So that means you are wrong. Are wrong. Okay, we prove you wrong, right? Deep, why are you still confused? You said 2-2 at 88 minutes. Where is the 88 minutes? Second goal, Darren. Actually, let me tell you, first goal here, first goal here is Magikai, Magikian, Yasin Samia. So you are talking about what goal? Are you talking about goal or you're talking about Syrian goal? Akia Rashid, is that what you are about? Because we are not getting it the right way. It didn't come to the sound as to what we were expecting to see. If you keep it at that pace where we have seen a lot of challenges, then be able to take it at that stage as well. Because right now we can see Senegal have ended their game with Niger for the first half in a draw game of 0-0. That is a way forward for them. While we see Malaysia, Fozi Liga, Syria win lot of lot. Let's see second goal. Who scored second goal? Second goal still to publish. Second goal still to be published as we see it. Second goal still to be published as we see Niger first half we see gone by. So let's see the remaining half. We are playing 72 minutes. Let's see two goals to two against Malaysia and Syria. While we still see the winning position in the hands of Malaysia, they have proven to be formidable. Malaysia goal. Actually, the first goal of Malaysia was scored by Ayak Rashid, Akia Rashid. So we are still waiting for the second goal scorer names to come out. Okay, we're still waiting for the second goal scorer name out. When it comes out, I'm going to bring it straight away for digest. Okay, digestion. So don't worry, I'm going to give it to you soon. Darren Lock. Darren Lock is the second goal scorer. Darren Lock is the second goal scorer. Safwan, Darren Lock is the second goal scorer. It has same score line. Malaysia vs Syria as before. 2-2 draw, right? Okay, let's see if it's going to end 2-2 draw. Let's see if it's going to end draw. Okay. It has same score line. Even on live broadcast, have you seen the? Were you able to come across the video of this game? So very soon, Senegal will take on very soon. Senegal will take on the Better Jerusalem for us with Niger for us to see what will happen to the end. From there, we can have a clue of where to begin our game and make name. That is when we are going to discover that the turnaround is still waiting for both teams. So I don't know if that is going to be what is being done. This is game in China last year. Safwan, no problem. Let's see. It's already gearing toward the end. The end will be very soon. You might be right. You might be right. You might be right. So guys, let's wait for Senegal. Senegal have proven to be enthusiastic. They have proven to be more formidable, but they couldn't get it right. Maybe in the second half, they may likely get it right. They may obviously get it right. So let's wait and see what will happen then. Because if it is happening at that direction, we should also be expecting at this direction. Just go wait for scoring here. So if this is truly the match of last time, then you are right. Why is it that they scheduled match and they were unable to meet up with the initial event? Because I'm trying to find out to no avail. I'm trying to find out. Why will they schedule a live and will not take it into consideration? Because I don't get it. It was supposed to take place earlier than this, but it later went off. We couldn't get the image before now that everything is happening, just happening, just happening, just happening. So what is up, guys? What is really up? Let's see if Senegal are going to do it or Niger are going to also do it, because it is left to them if they will be able to make it up as a means to showcase and bring forth what it takes for that tournament unveil, unveil in the clear path. So we should be expecting something from there. Wait for Senegal here. See what happens. think the game have gone on and we see the game have ended. Comeback is real. Alex, please tell me halftime score. Whole game score showing. Finish. That is the end. So let's wait and see what Senegal will be able to do with Niger in this showpiece because it's going to be formidable. It's going to be extra, whatever scenario we find ourselves in. Going to be woof. So let's see what the showpiece here looks like. Majorly will bring it up. And at this point, if Niger forgo, do you think that will be possible? Not boss. Jan, Malaysia, Indonesia. Welcome from Indonesia. So, guys, we have. I know you just need views. Damn, subscribe. Uh, why? If I don't need views, why should I come here? Hasbolan? Of course, I need views. That is why I'm here. I need views. That is why I'm online. I'm looking for views. Okay? You got the point. That's why I'm online because I need views. So that is it. Malaysia, Bob Sharp. Hello, welcome from Malaysia. Shout to you. So that is the game as Malaysia have seen it 2 goals to 2. We don't know if it's truly the past match of 2023 or not. I don't know. So it's left to them to decide, and very soon we take on our Senegal versus Niger. Whether it's still a previous match, I don't know. So let's up and see what happens as we see better Jerusalem plays Ashdod MS in the Israeli Premier League to that margin of concentration. A lot still happening, and that we show us if we have support for that aspect for that match. So let's get it on. Let's get it happen. So thank you guys. It was good to be with you as we ride on.